All right, let's jump right in. You know, in the whole world of observability, the one-size-fits-all approach is, well, it's pretty much over. Our systems are just getting way too complex, and because of that, the need for custom, tailored telemetry pipelines is absolutely exploding. But here's the catch. Building these things, especially custom OpenTelemetry collectors, has always been a massive headache. Today, we're going to look at a new way of doing things that promises to change all that.
So really, why has this been such a pain? I mean, if you're a developer or an SRE who's ever tried to build your own OpenTelemetry collector, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a real struggle. You're wrestling with these crazy complex build scripts, you're trying to manage dependencies for different platforms, and the release process, it's often manual and just begging for something to go wrong. It's a ton of work that pulls you away from what you're actually trying to do. Get better insights from your systems.
And yeah, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? Over on the left, you've got the old way. All that manual scripting, those tangled build processes, and releases where you're basically just holding your breath and hoping for the best. And on the right, that's the dream. It's automated, it's simple, and it's reliable. This is the gap we're talking about, and there's a new open source tool that's built to bridge it. So, let's get to the good part, the solution. We're going to take a look at a new, and I mean really game-changing, open source tool that's designed to fix this exact problem. It's called the OpenTelemetry Distribution Builder.
Okay, so what is this thing really? Here's the most important part. It's a tool that automates the entire process. I'm talking building, packaging, and releasing your very own custom OpenTelemetry collector distributions. And it does all of that from one simple manifest file. Seriously, think of this as your new secret weapon for custom observability.
Now, you might already be familiar with something called the OpenTelemetry Collector Builder, or OCB. And look, OCB is great, but it's really focused on one job, building a single collector binary. This new distribution builder, it takes that idea and just runs with it. It actually uses OCB under the hood, but it wraps it in a complete distribution management solution. We're talking multi-platform builds, installer packages, automated releases, the whole shebang.
All right, so how does it actually pull this off? How do you get from just a simple little config file all the way to a complete, versioned release that's ready to deploy? Let's break it down.
The real magic of this builder is in its features. First off, you can pick and choose the exact components you need. Nothing more, nothing less. It's got multi-platform support baked right in, so whether you're on AMD 64 or ARM 64, you're covered. It also spits out multiple package formats. Yup, APKs, DBs, RPMs, which makes installation a total breeze. And maybe the best part, it hooks right into your CI/CD pipeline with GitHub Actions to completely automate your versioned releases.
And this is where it all comes together. The workflow is just so simple. Step 1. You define everything you want in your collector. All your receivers, processors, exporters, inside a single manifest.yaml file. Step 2. You push your code. A GitHub action fires off, and it just handles all the multi-platform building and packaging for you. And then step 3, bam, a brand new versioned GitHub release pops up with all your artifacts ready to go. It's that easy.
Having this level of automation is honestly a massive game changer. It completely shifts your team's focus. So instead of being stuck in the weeds, worrying about the process of building and releasing, you can finally concentrate on the purpose, designing the perfect observability pipeline for whatever you need.
Let's just put this in perspective for a second. Look at this comparison. Setting up a manual build pipeline, that can take days, maybe even weeks. With the builder, you're talking minutes. Maintenance goes from being this constant headache of updating scripts to just editing a manifest file, and the release process goes from a complex, manual nightmare to something that's fully and beautifully automated. The difference is just night and day.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? You can focus on defining your components while the tooling takes care of the rest. That's the core idea. It takes all that difficult, boring, undifferentiated heavy lifting and just handles it for you.
You know, this really changes the whole conversation around custom observability. It's no longer a question of, can we even afford the engineering time to build our own collector? Instead, the question becomes, okay, what components do we actually need to solve our problems?
So at the end of the day, what this tool really does is take the huge complexity of building, packaging, and releasing a custom collector, and it just turns into an abstraction. It's basically a solved problem. You declare what you want, and the machinery takes care of the how.
And that leaves us with a really exciting question. Once the how of building is completely off your plate, you're no longer fighting technical hurdles. The real question becomes, what are you going to build next?
What amazing new observability powers are you going to unlock now that you can focus only on innovation?